Namaste everybody. In the previous class, I have explained the poem Granny's Tree Climbing written by Ruskin Bond, and today I am going to discuss the rhyming schemes, literary devices, and some question answers of this poem. So let us first talk about the rhyming scheme. So here you can see the last word of each line. In the first line, Y and high both are rhyming. Third line and fourth line, U and to are rhyming. Next, gift and lift are rhyming. Told and cold are rhyming. So the rhyming scheme of this poem is AA, BB, CC, DD, EE. Now let us talk about the literary devices. In this poem, the poet has used excellent use of alliteration. Now come to know what is alliteration. So the alliteration can be defined as the repetition of the same consonant sound in the adjacent or closely connected words. The example is while we were in town. So here was sound is repeated. So this is alliteration. In the next line, could not come down. She climbed a tree and could not come down. Say so here co sound is repeated. So this is the example of alliteration. Now, the next literary device that the poet has used is simile. First, try to understand what is a simile. Simile is also a figure of speech, a direct comparison of two unlike items using like or as. This is called simile. Here you can see the example. It was like a brief season in hell. So here brief season and hell are compared here. So this is called the simile because direct comparison is there. The next literary device that the poet has used is personification. Here personification can be defined as when human qualities are given to non-living objects, animals, and natural objects. This is called personification. So here the example is whispered of summer and dancing leaves. So here the leaves cannot dance because leaves are not human beings, and the breeze, it means the wind cannot whisper, it is also not human being. So the human qualities are given to living objects, animals, and natural things. This is called personification. Now let us come to the question and answer of this poem. The very first question is, at what age did Granny learn climbing tree? The answer is 6 years. Second, who taught her the art of climbing tree? Her loving brother taught her the art of climbing tree. How old was she when she last climbed a tree? She was 62 years old. Next question, in which season did she get trapped in a tree? Summer season. For how long was she advised to take rest after being rescued? So here 1 week. Who made a treetop house for her? The poet and his father. The next question is, what things does the narrator carry to his granny's treetop house daily? So the narrator carries glasses and tray and seri. Seri is a kind of wine. Now come to the next question. This is the extract based question. Some lines of the poems have been given and you have to read the lines and then you have to answer. Here we sigh with relief and tucked her a veil. Poor granny, for her it was like a brief season in hell, confined to her bedroom while every breeze whispered of summer and dancing leaves. The very first question is, why did the narrator and his family sigh in relief? The answer is, the narrator and his family sigh in relief because Granny would be in bed for a week and they need not worry about her being trapped again on a tree. The second question is, why was Granny confined to bed? Why did she find it a brief season in hell? Granny was confined to bed because she had high temperature after being rescued from the tree. She was advised to take a rest for a week. To stay in bed for a week was like being in hell for her. The third question is, how did she finally get rid of the season in hell? The answer is, when she felt strong and came out from bed and ready to climb on trees again, then she felt that she had got rid of the season in hell. The next question, this is also an extract. The question is, but it was feared by all that one day she would have a terrible fall. The outcome was different. So the very first question is, what did everyone fear? The answer is, everyone feared that one day she might fall from a tree and she would. The answer is, everyone feared that one day she might fall down from a tree and she would die or would be got injured herself seriously. The next question was, the outcome was different. What was this outcome? How was it different from what everyone had expected? So the answer is, the outcome was different as she could not come down from a tree on which she climbed. But everybody expected that she would fall from the tree. The next question is, what did this outcome lead to? Here the answer is, this outcome led to high temperature. As a result, she was confined to bed for a whole week. Now, question number C, I have already discussed the rhyming scheme of this poem is AA, BB, CC, DD. Now let us discuss hearts. The poet says, every breeze whispered of summer and dancing leaves. So discuss with your partner how breeze can whisper and lips dance. Which figure of speech has been used here? So when the poet says breeze whispered, it means when the breeze blow, it makes a sound. The soft sound of lips produce a sound like whispering. By dancing lips means the lips are dancing due to wind breeze, which appears like they are dancing. Here the figures of speech that is used by the poet is personification. Now come to the next question. This is the life skill. Granny lived in a treetop house more than living in an ordinary house. If you get a chance to live in a treetop house, what problems would you face while living there and what things would you enjoy? Here you have seen in this poem that Granny liked to live in a treetop house and she did not want to live in an ordinary house. So, if you get a chance to live in a treetop house, what sort of problem will you face? I think she liked to live in a treetop house because she was fond of climbing tree, as you have seen in this poem that she loves to climb tree. She could have faced problem like heavy rain, a storm, sanitary problem, social interaction, climbing up and down. She was not too discouraged by the people and problems because she was determined to live there. But here, if you are given a chance to live in a treetop house, you will face a lot of problems. So, you will not have social interactions and you are not able to get everything in a treetop house, so you will face a lot of problem. Now this is the value based question. Grandparents are always very dear to grandchildren. What all you do to spend quality time with your grandparents? No doubt grandparents are always dear to grandchildren. So what are the things that you do to spend quality time with your grandparents? So the answer can vary because it depends on thinking level. So what are the things that you can do for your grandparents? Here you have to write. Now imagine to be granny. Just imagine, it means suppose that you are granny, grandmother. Write a diary entry expressing your ardent wish to climb tree and your family disapproval of it. Just imagine that you are granny, the grandmother of the poet, and you have very ardent wish. It means you are very curious to climb the trees, but your family member did not give you permission to climb on the tree. So you have to write this diary entry expressing your own feelings. So that's all for today. I hope everybody will write the diary entry. Thank you.